Hey, this is Life with Sean Renee here, back with another video. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. This video is about my uncle is trying to unlive me. Let's watch the video.
I believe that my neighbor, who is also my husband's uncle, is actively trying to take me completely off the damn map, and let me explain why. Before I tell you why, I also want to give a disclaimer that if anything happens to me, if I get into a really bad accident, if my tire flies off, or my brakes give out and I get into a wreck and something happens to me, I just want to point out that I think this man had something to do with it and should be investigated, and please avenge my death if you ever called yourself my friend. So boom, basically me and Justin took over his grandparents' house a little over a year ago. After they passed away, we took over the mortgage, and the uncle came with the house because he is disabled and he has no money. He gets like $700 a month, and he spends it all on drumming equipment and weed and alcohol. So he continued living there in one of the rooms, didn't pay any bills, and that was not the problem. The problem was he was disrespectful, and we had a newborn baby, and he continued to smoke weed and cigarettes in the house and drink all day, liquor like whiskey, and be just obnoxious and bring his little like 22-year-old friend over, a guy by the way, like, and they just stomped around in their fucking work boots all day in the house and was just very disrespectful. And also would get mad like when me and Justin got food out, he would like walk around the house like talking under his breath like, I don't have to feed you fast food, my friend. Like, you're living here rent free, you take some of that $700 you get a month and you go get your own Big Mac. Sorry, I'm not feeding you fast food too. You already eat the food we cook, please. Anyway, so there was a big falling out and he moved out, and his sister lives 2 houses down, so that is where he went. He went 2 houses down, and he has made our life a living hell since he left that day. Of course, I cussed his ass out all the way out the door. I mean, he deserved it. He broke a window. Like, after we put him out, he broke one of the windows and came back in to get his shit, which he could have just knocked on the door to get his shit, but he decided to break a window, so I cussed his ass out all the way out. This man also SA'd his own sister, which is Justin's mom. I know that because she told me that. And the day I was cussing him out, and I looked him right in his face and I said, why did you SA your own sister? And why should I continue to let you live in a house where I have little girls, knowing that that's the kind of man you are? I don't care if it happened 25 years ago, 45 years ago. I don't care when it happened. If it happened yesterday, I don't want you in here. I don't want you here. I don't want to sleep with one eye open trying to look at your weird ass. And he never denied it. So I know you did it. And not only that, like, you know your sister's going around and saying things like that. If it wasn't true, why are you not like going back and forth with her? Why are you going over for barbecues? And like, you know what you did, and you're weird for that, and I don't like you for that already. Anyway, so since he's been out, like I said, he's just been making our life a living hell. And this morning I got up to go to work. I was supposed to be at work at 5 a.m. I'm a manager at Ulta, and I do truck. I supervise truck, and I had people waiting here for me, including my associates and the driver with the pallets to receive. I have the keys. They're waiting here for me, and for the first time ever, it's never ever ever happened before, I had to call my GM and wake her up out of her sleep because I was on the side of the road with nails in my tire. And this isn't the first time. Like, I just keep getting nails in my tire, and upon investigation, there are roofing nails in my driveway. And like I said, this has been going on for months. Like, it's like every month something happens to my car, and I firmly believe it was this man, because when we were trying to get the injunction and he was getting the rest of his stuff out, he point blank told me that he would make my life hell for the rest of my life as long as we lived in that house. He took a piece off of the central AC unit, so we had to get that fixed. We had no air in our house with our newborn baby and our toddler for like a week. We had to get that fixed. It wasn't cheap. He poured sugar and honey all over the kitchen floor. He did all kinds of crazy stuff to try breaking the window, to try and set us back and put us in a bad position. And now I firmly believe that he's messing with my vehicle, because why are there roofing nails right behind my car? Why? You know, there's no roofing going on in our neighborhood. Like, what is that? Every time that we drive by, he's flipping us off. He's yelling stuff out at us. Like, he's a problem. He's a nuisance. And the crazy thing about it is that everybody in Justin's family acts like me and Justin are the bad guys because we put him out. They act like that we're the bad guys. This man that contributes nothing to society, that SA'd his own sister. Like, I don't know why they're standing behind him against their own son, grandkids or whatever that our kids are to them, they're standing behind this man against innocent children and their son, nephew, whatever, brother, whatever he may be to them. So anyway, if anything happens to me, just know that I believe it was this man, and I hope somebody will look into it, because what happened to me on the way to work today could have been really bad, because I was going 70 miles per hour and all of a sudden my car started going like this. It wasn't one of those like tire blows where all of a sudden it was, my car started going like this, like my fucking tire could have flown off. It could have been really, really bad. And I suspect that he's going to keep doing this. That's another reason we're trying to get the money raised up to get the garage put back on our house, because like my car is not safe in that driveway, because this man specifically has it out for me, because I read him to filth when he was leaving that day. I mean, I read him to filth, and it was only me and him in that house because Justin was at work. This was when I was on maternity leave. No, it wasn't when I was on maternity leave. I don't know why I was home. I guess it was just my day off. But I read him to filth. I was like telling him, girl, I can't even remember the shit I said, because my mouth is wild when I'm mad. And all I know, I was in his face, and I was like, you like to touch little girls? You like to hit the elderly? You like to do this? It's just me and you. Let's do it. What you gonna do to me? What you gonna do to me? What are you gonna do to me with your mama and your daddy watching from heaven? What are you gonna do? Go ahead. You disappointed. Like, girl, I just went off on his ass. And that might be the thing that buries my ass, is my big ass mouth. Anyway, y'all, I'm at work and I got me my favorite Red Bull. And to end this video, I just want to say that 2025 has started off kind of rocky, but this is the year, baby. Nobody's gonna hold us back. We're gonna do what we gotta do, and we're gonna elevate ourselves this year, no matter what that looks like. That's what we're gonna do this year. And if I lose my job behind this shit that happened today, that just means this ain't the place for me to be, and that's becoming more and more apparent. But I don't know what's gonna happen. We'll find out. Yeah, if anything happens to me, that bitch did it. Avenge me. I did forget to say one thing that I do want to add. Another reason why this man has so much hatred towards me is because when he broke that window, baby, when he broke that window and came in there and started getting his little bullshit stuff out of that house, and he left out of there, because I called the cops, and the cops said, we can't do anything because, technically he lives here, and they told me I got to get the injunction, and everybody left and everything was said and done. I didn't freak out yet, but when it started getting so hot in the house and I figured out, oh, this motherfucker messed with our central air, I lost my shit. And what did I do? I went into that room he stayed in with all his musical equipment, all the guitars hanging on the wall, the drum set, everything, and I took a guitar off of the wall and I smashed that guitar into every piece of that drum set. I destroyed that drum set. I sure did. And I would do it again, because you break something of mine twice. It wasn't even the window that sent me. The window had me mad. But when I realized he messed with that central air unit and I got babies in this house, that's it for your ass. And I firmly believe that that's why he is so mad at me. I think that he has gotten over his anger with Justin, but he hates me. I cannot even go outside without being cursed out, flipped off, called everything but a white woman, all because I destroyed his guitars and his drum set. Well, you, sir, have destroyed Justin's relationship with his mom. You've destroyed my children's relationship with their grandmother. You have destroyed things that cannot be replaced and will never be replaced, because at this point, the relationship cannot be fixed. And now I firmly believe you're trying to take my life. So, if anybody is affiliated with him, you want to show it to him, I don't give a shit. Everything I said is 100% facts. And I'm putting this message out to anybody who's listened this far. If something happens to me, it was 100% that man.
She gotta have evidence before she go accusing people, but I can understand if he made a threat saying that, he's gonna do something to her or whatever. I get it. But what do y'all think about this video? I don't know. I need some opinions. Comment below what y'all think was really going on. This is Life for Sean Renee, and I'm out. Bye.